We, of course, are starting today with a review of Choke, which is a movie that I think more people are excited about just because of the legacy of the source material. I mean, the book Choke was written by Chuck Palahniuk, who also wrote Fight Club, which is probably one of the biggest cult films, at least of the past 10, 15 years in my mind. Pretty much all of my friends love Fight Club. And I think it's an alright movie as well. But Choke, on the other hand...
What's your name?
Victor.
I'm Cherry Daiquiri. It's not my real name.
It has some individual moments that are really, really hilarious and are just going to make you roll on the floor, but as a whole, I don't know what I'm supposed to get out of this movie. It's disjointed, it's confusing, the dramatic elements of it don't seem to mesh well with the comedic elements at all. But the plot of the movie is basically as such. Sam Rockwell's character, of course, is this named Victor. He's this sex addict who works, strangely enough, at this
I am the backbone of colonial America.
1760s, it's like a Civil War reenactment except with the Revolutionary War. And he works there in this ridiculous costume and he spends all day thinking about sex. And then he goes to a sex addict meetings and attempts to have sex. Of course, why not? This movie is very sadistic and disturbing.
You don't have to do that.
What?
Try to have sex with me.
Oh, I really do.
But the main plot of the movie goes forward in that he also on the side has a mother who is terminally ill, and through a very rocky childhood, he's become pretty close to her. And so he's trying to reconcile the feelings with his mother with the person he's become. And along the way, he meets a potential love interest at the hospital who is one of the mom's doctors. And they start to experiment with their romance.
I think maybe I'm one I'd like you instead.
And so this movie is about 4 different things in one. It's a coming-of-age drama. It's a slapstick comedy, it's a satire. Unfortunately, in doing 4 things, it manages to do nothing.
Can't fool people into loving you.
Want to bet?
It has some very, very funny moments. Some of these scenes at the sex intervention room, or I don't know exactly what you call it, but they're hysterically funny. They will make you roll on the floor, and some of the supporting cast is also really good. I mean, Angelica Houston is a very, very fine actress, and she does a great job as Victor's mom. But the unfortunate thing about this movie is fans of Fight Club are going to be disappointed because unlike Fight Club, which was still kind of had these mystery elements to it, this film is just so confusing it's not going to do anyone any good to watch it. By the end of it, I felt confused and I even felt disturbed. And I don't have that much of a conscience, Christy, or at least this is what I think. And so for a movie to make me disturbed, it has to be pretty messed up. And this movie is so messed up, it's hard for me to see that much of an audience that's going to really go in and appreciate it. The characters aren't likable enough, the story isn't cohesive enough, and I was really rooting for this movie because it is a small indie comedy, and I tend to like things that veer towards the more extreme. But Choke felt like it was metaphorically strangling me to death.
And he manages to put in a metaphor.
I did. I love puns.
No.
They're a lot of fun. But that's what I think about Choke. Please stay away if you can. There are better extreme comedies out there. Just wait, you'll find one. Kevin Smith has Zack and Miri make a porno. It's coming out in a few weeks. That will be better. Has Seth Rogen and Elizabeth Banks.
You hope it will be.
I have confidence
Okay.
because of the director's acclaim and because of the cast.
Okay.